Effective social media can achieve many objectives for an organization. It's a way to disseminate news, it can be a way to express the values of the organization, and really bring together the community, the employees or its customers. And of course, it's a way to have some fun. These goals and these possibilities in mind at NYPA, we launched a social media campaign earlier this year that I'm particularly proud of. It was around our Troops to Energy Jobs initiative. So Troops to Energy is an initiative across the country to help find career placement for veterans of the armed services in energy and utility companies like NYPA. Governor Cuomo's administration is very supportive of Troops to Energy, and NYPA has been leading it in New York State. So in order to underscore this program and to integrate social media in our employees, we asked our employees to submit their own photos of themselves or their family members serving this country. We had an overwhelming response. People submitted photos of every branch of the service, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. I submitted my own father, who is retired from the U.S. Air Force, and we put it all together in a Flickr album that we made public and we shared with our employees. In just 2 days, we had over 800 hits on our album, and more photos kept pouring in. The success of this social media campaign really underscores NYPA's appreciation and respect for veterans and allowed us to amplify the Troops to Energy initiative at the same time.
I was only vaguely aware that my grandfather, Harry Thomas Worthington, was a World War I war hero until I had a discussion with my brother about 5 years ago. While he was alive, he never spoke of his military service. My grandfather was highly accomplished. He was on the 1912 Olympic track team in Stockholm, Sweden, and took 4th place in the long jump. Harry was also the 1915 to 1916 National AAU champion in broad jump and a member of the Dartmouth track team. After graduation, my grandfather was commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Army and sent to France. Because of his speed and agility, he served as a courier behind enemy lines, carrying messages to our allies. During one of these runs, he was discovered by the Germans and literally had to run for his life to the safety of his trench. He was awarded the Medal of Valor. I was deeply moved by NYPA's tribute to our veterans and was excited to share my grandfather's story with my coworkers. To reread the stories of the family of NYPA veterans reinforced how proud I am of my grandfather's service and how he is a part of a rich tradition of service to our country. It was a privilege to be included in this project.
There's an age-old truth about audiences. Speak to their hearts. If it matters to them, they will join you. People reached out to their family members to get these photos. They were in frames and old shoe boxes up in the attic. And they shared stories together, stories that hadn't been told in years in some cases. They texted, they emailed, they made great connections with us too when they shared those stories in the office and with a wider audience. This goes to show that everyone is a storyteller. We combined inspiration, meaningful content, and participation into a truly successful crossover campaign. This is storytelling. This is sharing in today's online world. This is social media. And we're all participants.
This initiative became a great way to bring the NYPA community into our conversation about helping veterans find jobs. We have embedded this effort in our recruitment program. This additional social media effort highlighting military service in the NYPA family sends a strong message from the Cuomo administration that the Power Authority is an attractive and a compelling place to work and build a career.